let Nickelodeon get away with this. So I'm gonna save you 1 hour of your life right goddamn now. He doesn't end up with either one of them in this episode. He doesn't. It's not a thing. And I don't really care if Freddy dates either one of them, but explicitly promising in the promo that Freddy will choose between Carly or Sam, and then the episode having nothing to do with that is just downright offensive. At this point in the series, Freddy has been romantically involved with both Carly and Sam at different points, so lots of fans were invested in the whole romance plot, and they were all excited to see which girl he would finally choose. But the episode does not even attempt to answer this claim in any way. In fact, I'm pretty sure whoever made that promo had never seen the episode. It sure doesn't seem like it, but hey, a little fraudulent advertising is no big deal, as long as the episode is still funny and entertaining, right? And surely, a special length episode full of guest stars and cameos has got to be pretty banger. So guys, with all the drama surrounding this hour-long special, it's definitely time to take a look back and see if the angry fans were just being crybabies or if they had every right to be butthurt. As always, if you like this video, consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribe. It would really help the channel grow and mean the world to me. Also, if you have any other episodes or shows you want me to cover, let me know down in the comments. All right, let's dive in. Carly, Sam, and Freddy meet in school, and a cute boy walks down the stairs with his hair literally blowing in the wind from a fan that Gibby was showing off to some chicks. And honestly, the girls seem into it. Adam, the cute boy, approaches the main cast. Carly fumbles over her words, and Adam ends up walking off disgusted and horrified. Cue the theme song, and no lie, that was a lame-ass cold open to a 47-minute episode. Nothing happened. Bernie, Sako's cousin, is blowtorching a pickle for an iCarly segment, and the girls announce they're going to WebaCon next weekend. They're even going to host their very own Q&A panel and invite their fans to stop by. Later, Carly and Freddy are chilling in her room when Adam video chats her. He says he watched her on iCarly tonight and that the pickle shit was hilarious. He then sees that Freddy is in Carly's room and is kind of sussed out. So Carly tells Freddy to get the hell out of there, and like a good boy, he listens. Adam says he's been poking around on forums online and saw a bunch of message boards about people wanting her and Freddy to date. And Carly explains,
the Creddies are just like iCarly super fans who want me and Freddy to get together. And then there are the SETI fans who want Sam and Freddy to get together.
She tells him she's definitely not dating Freddy, and he then asks her on a date this Saturday.
I was wondering if maybe you would want to catch a movie or something this Saturday.
Okay, he just said he saw her on iCarly earlier tonight. They had a whole ass minute-long segment about how they're going to WebaCon this weekend.
Next weekend, iCarly's going to WebaCon!
So why is he asking her on a date when he just saw her announce that she'd be busy this weekend? What? Later on, Spencer is designing a Stoom for a World of Warlords costume competition that'll be going on at WebaCon the same time as the iCarly Q&A booth. Spencer and Freddy then yap about the lore of this stupid made-up game for upwards of 2 minutes straight. Who cares? The gang makes it to the WebaCon Awards, and when they arrive, they're in a special VIP roped off section. Stacy Dilson from Zoe 101, along with other fans, pull Freddy into the crowd, and bro is probably getting his balls fondled right now, to be honest. Sam dives into the crowd and pulls Freddy out, which I guess is the first and probably only SETI moment of the episode. But Freddy decides he didn't want to be saved and was into getting his balls fondled, so he dives back into the crowd, willingly this time. Spencer sees what happens and pokes his staff into the crowd to help get Freddy out. And to be honest, if Freddy wants to be sexually assaulted willingly, that's his choice. Just let him do it. Someone in the crowd ends up taking Spencer's staff and throws it directly into his cock and balls. Spencer has finally had enough of this shit and heads off to the costume contest. Adam then pops up and surprises Carly. Alright, let's reel it back in for a second here. How in God's green creation did Adam get into the goddamn roped off VIP iCarly section? Carly didn't know he was coming, so he didn't get any special tickets. He hasn't even been on a single date with her yet, so they don't even have any pictures together, I would guess. What kind of bum-ass security guard let this guy through the gate? What the hell? Also, this is massive stalker behavior right off the bat. Carly ends up thinking it's cute that Adam somehow stalked his way into the VIP section, and that's that. Gibby gets the C-plot for this episode, and I'm just gonna lay it all out there right now to get it over with, because it adds absolutely nothing to the story at all. His senile grandpa is supposed to be driving him and Guppy to Webicon, but bro is stuck at the Inside Out Burger drive-thru for the entire episode trying to order some soup when they don't even sell soup in the first place. And an Inside Out Burger is actually what Drake says he's craving in the show Drake and Josh episode Treehouse.
I've never been this hungry. I wish I had an Inside Out Burger right now.
But yeah, Gibby, Guppy, and his senile grandfather basically spend the entire episode in the drive-thru of the Inside Out Burger. By the end of their C-plot, the grandfather is so fed up that he actually drags the employee out of the drive-thru window with his car, presumably killing him. I'm not sure. We don't really get an update on that guy. He could be dead. Everyone is fawning over Spencer at the costume contest until Jack Black shows up in a competing costume. At the iCarly Q&A panel, Stacey Dilson, Craig and Eric, and Gavin all show up, which is dope as hell. A small but funny detail, only Gavin gets an applause from the live studio audience. Craig and Eric and Stacey Dilson do not get an applause when they first appear on screen.
Can't believe you made me wait in line for 2 hours to see iCarly.
Take a seat as soon as you...
The Q&A begins and the crowd asks a bunch of useless questions. Stacey even asks a question and references that her lisp has returned shortly after being cured.
I'd like to begin by apologizing for my speech issues. I was cured for a short time, but then suffered a relapse.
Stacey Dilson was a Zoe 101 character who was famous for having a lisp. She eventually gets hit by a car in the second to last episode of the series, which causes her to lose her lisp. So I guess this episode completely discredits that scene from Zoe 101 and makes it basically pointless. Stacey says she's a Creddy shipper, and this causes the SETI side of the room to riot instantly. Stacey asks Carly and Freddie if they're dating, and Carly says they are not, but the crowd doesn't believe her.
Respectfully, I disagree.
Quick sidebar. The crowd says that it's clear from the web show that Carly and Freddie should be together. Yet Freddie is barely ever featured in the web show. So when is the audience getting to see Carly and Freddie together that's making them feel so strongly about them being shipped together? For that matter, you could say the same thing about Freddie and Sam. It's all a bit weird. Sam ends up telling the crowd that Carly and Freddie are deeply in love, and it starts an all-out riot and causes Adam to storm out angrily. Carly can't get Adam to come back, so Sam heads out to go tell him the truth about Freddie and Carly. And back with Spencer and Jack Black, they're just circling around each other and yapping about flaws in each other's costumes. And Dan Warp can be seen on multiple t-shirts as well as on the wall in giant letters. Unacceptable. Back over at the Q&A, Craig asks a stupid-ass question about Carly and Freddie dating.
Is it difficult for you guys to work together considering the fact that you're dating each other?
And this is getting repetitious already. Craig and Eric then get kicked out for being annoying, which I feel like everyone in the crowd should be kicked out then at that point. Back at the costume contest, they're still yapping about nothing at all. They start singing out of nowhere, and I'm sure it was in Jack Black's contract that he had to sing. It's just a huge waste of time. Sam comes back to the Q&A panel with Adam bound by an extension cord. Bro's tied up like a Thanksgiving turkey about to be stuffed. Sam then announces to the crowd that she was lying when she said Carly and Freddie were in love. The crowd thinks this means that Freddie is dating Sam, and they begin to riot yet again. And this has got to be the third or fourth time they've rioted already. Someone chucks an entire chair at Carly's head, and that's kind of funny. They quiet the crowd down again, and Carly says that no one is dating anyone. The crowd says that she's lying, and they they begin to riot yet again. And back at the costume contest, Spencer and Jack Black are still fighting back and forth in the same circle where they started. And this shit is so boring and repetitive, I'm going numb. At the Q&A, the crowd is still fighting. And at this point, even the main characters look tired of this boring ass plot. They cut back again to the costume contest to remind us that Spencer and Jack Black are in fact still fighting. Jack Black throws a fucking cement chunk at Spencer's face, so Spencer sprays Jack Black with some chlorine gas. Pretty much death, right? They need to evacuate the convention hall right now. Then after all that bullshit, they just go back to fighting again. Cut to the Q&A crowd still fighting as well, and security brings out a flare gun. Sam snatches it and shoots off 3 flares, but only 2 go off. Gavin then picks up the 3rd flare, and it fucking explodes in his hand, sending him flying through the wall. And canonically, Gavin is never seen again. He is in fact dead. They killed Gavin. And to be honest, that actually pisses me off. Like, I'm not happy about it. The iCarly crew moves right along despite the death that just happened right in front of their eyes, and Carly gives a preachy ass, boring ass message to the crowd that iCarly isn't about who's dating who, it's about sharing an apple with a friend and sharing a laugh. Okay. She then says the only person she wants to be dating is Adam, then points him out in the crowd. The crowd thinks Adam took Carly away from Freddy and begins to mercilessly beat him to death while he's still tied up with the extension cord. Carly, Sam, and Freddy are sick and tired of this stupid plot and end up leaving, ditching Adam and leaving him for dead. On their way out of Webicon, the crew heads to pick up Spencer, who is still, you guessed it, fighting with Jack Black. Jack Black ends up taking Carly hostage. She bites his thumb and rips off his necklace, killing him slowly, within the LARPing universe, of course. Jack Black then sings another song to waste a few more minutes of my life and dies on the floor. Carly forces Spencer to leave because she's clearly over this episode, and everyone that was watching the battle goes about their day, walking over Jack Black's fake dead body. Gibby then shows up to Webicon just as everyone leaves, and that's it. That's the note they leave us on. There was absolutely no reason for this episode to be an hour-long special. Nothing happened in the plot, not a damn thing, to justify the extra long runtime. And honestly, when compared to other episodes that do have an interesting plot, like I Saved Your Life, which I complained should have been longer, it makes me even more pissed. We spend a total of 14 minutes of screen time in the claustrophobic room of rabid fans doing the iCarly Q&A panel, which normally wouldn't be an issue, except nothing happens at the Q&A panel. In every single one of those scenes, all that happens is a random fan says Freddy belongs with Carly, or Freddy belongs with Sam. Then one of the kids says we're not dating each other, prompting a different random fan to say some variation of you lie, and then the crowd starts beating the shit out of each other. Rinse and repeat for 14 minutes. Stacy Dilson from Zoe 101 gets 15 seconds of screen time, and so do Craig, Eric, and Gavin from Drake and Josh, before Gavin fucking dies. But even though it's cool to see those cameos, it's not enough to make the Q&A scenes interesting or entertaining in the slightest. It's so repetitive. I mean, come on. Even the cast themselves looks visibly bored and tired of this bullshit. And every time the episode cuts away from the boring-ass, never-ending Q&A scene, you'd think that would be some relief, but no. It just cuts to an equally pointless, boring, never-ending scene of Spencer and Jack Black yapping about some fake video game and its fake lore that no one cares about, in the same location the entire time. Never changing, never progressing, never getting me to even crack a smile. For an entire 12 minutes and 4 seconds of screen time, Jack Black and Spencer fight in the lamest way possible, and quite frankly, it's not funny. It's making me feel just as claustrophobic as the Q&A scene. It's unacceptable. And I get they wanted to show off Jack Black for as much time as they could, but he feels totally wasted in these scenes. He doesn't do anything special or funny or interesting. He could have been replaced by any random unnamed actor, and it would not have made a difference. And that's a damn shame, especially because because he starred alongside Miranda Cosgrove in School of Rock, which was her first major role, and the two had great chemistry together as actors. So I would have loved to see them interact more instead of just getting in a nerd dick-swinging contest with Spencer over a fake video game the entire time. Total missed opportunity for such a major guest star, and it really makes me upset. And genuinely, a complete waste of 12 minutes and 4 seconds of my life that I will never get back. The only funny part of the entire 12 minutes was the 5 short seconds when Spencer sprays Jack Black with chlorine gas. One laugh. It's not good when the laugh track laughs 20 more times than the actual viewer. This episode has a 47-minute runtime, and dedicating 26 of those minutes, an actual majority of the episode, to 2 scenes that aren't funny, aren't relevant to the Sam vs. Carly love triangle that was advertised, and don't progress the plot in any meaningful way, is just downright.
The Lottery by Shirley Jackson is one of the most famous short stories of all time. It's especially memorable for its final paragraph. When it was first published in The New Yorker in 1948, a ton of readers unsubscribed and sent in a record amount of hate mail. It was also banned in South Africa for reasons that will become obvious later. The Lottery explores the power of tradition and the dangers that come with that. In this video, I'll go over the plot, so it doesn't matter if you've read the story. Then I'll share my thoughts on the themes and ideas. It's a bright, sunny, beautiful summer day. The flowers are colorful, the grass is green, and everything is great. Everyone is gathering in the village square for the annual lottery. The lottery is held in pretty much every town on June 27th. In big towns with lots of people, it can take 2 whole days to run it, but in this village, they only have 300 people, so they can run the lottery in the morning and finish in time for lunch. The children are playing a fun game where they collect the best looking stones. They make piles of the smoothest, roundest stones and guard them from other children. The parents are chilling around, talking about their farms, and sharing the latest gossip. Mr. Summers, who will be running the lottery, walks into the village square with a black wooden box. He runs the local coal business, and he's a really upstanding member of society. He hosts most of the village's communal activities, like square dancing and Halloween events, so of course he's also running the annual lottery. He places the black box on top of a 3-legged stool at the center of the square and starts mixing up the papers inside. The lottery is a really old and sacred tradition. The black box that they use is older than anyone in the village. Mr. Summers has been wanting to make a new box since this one is kind of falling apart, but no one wants to mess with the tradition. Supposedly, the current box was made out of pieces of the original box that the founders of the village used. One thing Mr. Summers did succeed in changing is that they used to use chips of wood, but now they use slips of paper, which are much easier to deal with. Even though the box is sacred, they seem to treat it with a lack of care throughout the rest of the year. It's just stored wherever it ends up, sometimes in a random barn, sometimes on a grocery shelf. They seem to have a bit of a love-hate relationship with it, where it's sacred and special, but they also don't want to think about it. The lottery had all kinds of rules and rituals that went along with it. They had to make a full list of families to know how many paper slips they needed. Mr. Summers had to be sworn in as the official of the lottery. There used to be a special recital for the official to do, but everyone had forgotten it. There also used to be a ritual salute that the official did for each person when they came up to draw from the box, but that was also abandoned over time. So now the official does some small talk with each person when they come up. Tessie Hutchinson comes running into the square late. She forgot what day it was and only just realized it was lottery day and ran from her house. But it's alright, thankfully she's in time and won't miss out on the amazing opportunity to win the lottery. She makes it to her family, then jokes with Mr. Summers about how she had to do the dishes first, and everyone laughs. Now we can start the lottery. Mr. Summers wants to get the show on the road and wrap this up quickly so everyone can get back to their lives ASAP. He's a man of efficiency. They do one final roll call and Dunbar is missing because he has a broken leg, but no worries, his wife will draw for him, so he'll still have a chance to win a brand new toaster, or whatever the lottery is for. In the first round of the lottery, the heads of families will come up and pick a paper out of the box. No one opens their paper until everyone has drawn. Once the process starts, everyone gets completely quiet. There's a weird tension where someone will go up to draw their paper, and they'll get a little bit of encouragement from the crowd. Then they'll have an awkward interaction with Mr. Summers where they try to act casual, but they're really nervous. There's a short conversation in the crowd between Old Man Warner and Mr. Adams. Old Man Warner is the oldest person in the village, and he's seen 77 lotteries. Mr. Adams tells him that a neighboring village is talking about stopping the annual lottery, and other places have already stopped doing them. Old Man Warner says that young people these days are the worst. Nobody wants to work anymore, and back in his day, people were so much better. There's always been a lottery, and it's foolish to change that. He's even mad that Mr. Summers is joking with people, since the lottery is supposed to be a serious thing. He mentions an old saying that goes, "Lottery in June, corn be heavy soon." Mr. Summers calls his own name, then a few more, and it's finally over. Everyone opens their papers to see which family was chosen in this round. The winner is Bill Hutchinson, husband of Tessie Hutchinson, that one woman who ran in late. Tessie shouts at Mr. Summers that it wasn't fair, and Bill didn't get enough time to take the paper he wanted. People tell her to calm down. They all had the same chance. These people sure don't seem very excited to win the lottery. Who wouldn't want a brand new washing machine or whatever the prize is? Tessie's husband tells her to shut up, and Mr. Summers wants to keep the show on the road and get it over with so everyone can go eat lunch. In the second round of the lottery, members of the winning family will repeat the same process, drawing among themselves to select the final winner. Bill and Tessie have 3 children, and all of their papers are placed back in the box so they can draw again. Tessie says that it wasn't fair and they should start over. She tries to talk to the crowd, but she is ignored. The whole family takes their papers one by one, including their smallest child, little Davy, who is too young to have any clue what's happening, and laughs as he picks his paper. Nancy, who is 12, goes next. Her school friends are anxious as she goes up. Then their son Bill Jr., then Tessie, who goes up with great hesitation, and finally Bill. Everyone is quiet, and someone whispers loud enough for literally everyone to hear, "I hope it's not Nancy." Old Man Warner complains that people these days aren't how they used to be. Then everyone opens their papers. An adult opens the paper for little Davy, and everyone is relieved that he is not the winner. Nancy and Bill Jr. are also not the winners, and they're laughing happily. The winner ends up being Tessie. Her husband has to force the paper out of her hand to confirm it. Mr. Summers tells everyone, "Let's get going and finish this quickly. You know, we got places to be and things to do." Remember those piles of stones that the children were making in the beginning? Mrs. Delacroix, who was laughing with Tessie not too long ago, picks up the biggest stone she can find. Mrs. Dunbar says she's not really fit right now, so she won't be able to keep up with the running. The children are ready with their stones, and they give some pebbles to little Davy, you know, Tessie's son. Tessie stands alone and begs and pleads with the crowd, telling them it wasn't fair and this isn't right. Then they all begin stoning her to death. Before I give my thoughts on the story, let me highlight some public reactions to it when it was originally published. A surprising number of people thought that the story was based on a real event and they wanted to know which town had this tradition. I'm hoping you'll find time to give me further details about the bizarre custom the story describes, where it occurs, who practices it, and why. I think your story is based on fact. Am I right? As a psychiatrist, I am fascinated by the psychodynamic possibilities suggested by this anachronistic ritual. Can the lottery be some barbaric event, a hangover from the Middle Ages perhaps, which is still carried on in the States? In which part of the country does it take place? And then of course, there was all the hate mail. Tell Miss Jackson to stay out of Canada. I expect a personal apology from the author. I will never buy The New Yorker again. I resent being tricked into reading perverted stories like The Lottery. Never in the world did I think I'd protest a story in The New Yorker, but really, gentlemen, The Lottery seems to me to be an incredibly bad taste. I read it while soaking in the tub and was tempted to put my head underwater and end it all. When the author sent in this story, she undoubtedly included some explanation of place or some evidence that such a situation could exist. Then isn't the reader entitled to some such evidence? Otherwise, the reader has a right to indict you as editor of willfully misrepresenting the human race. Perhaps you, as editor, are proud of publishing a story that reached a new low in human viciousness. The burden of proof is up to you when your own preoccupation with evil leads you into such evil ways. A few more such stories and you will alienate your most devoted readers, in which class I, until now, have been included. You have betrayed a trust with your readers by giving them such a bestial selection. Unaware, the reader was led into a casual tale of village folk becoming conscious only gradually of the rising tension, till the shock of the unwholesome conclusion, skillful though it was wrought, left him with total disgust for the story and with disillusionment in the magazine publishing it. I speak of my own reaction. If that is not the reaction of the majority of your readers, I miss my guess. Heretofore, mine has been almost a stockholder's pride in the New Yorker. I shared my copy with my friends as I do the other possessions which I most enjoy. When your latest issue arrived, my new distaste kept me from removing the brown paper wrapping, and into the waste basket it went. Since I can't conceive that I'll develop interest in it again, save the results of your efforts that indignity every week, and cancel my subscription immediately. I hope one day I can publish something that makes people this angry. The most terrifying thing about this story is that, unlike a typical horror story, this is actually realistic. This is a real thing I can imagine happening. Many societies throughout history engaged in cruel rituals that made sense to them at the time. The fact that so many readers thought this story was based on a real event happening somewhere in America speaks for itself. History is filled with rituals like this, but at least when the Aztecs were doing their human sacrifice, they were doing it for specific gods for a specific purpose. The people in the lottery don't even know why they're doing it. They're doing it purely out of blind tradition, because that's what they've always done. And that's very scary, because there are lots of things in our own society that we only do because it's always been like that. Some people got mad at the story because they considered it an attack on small towns, but I don't think it's really about small towns, since the lottery happens in larger towns too. Maybe the point of highlighting a small town was to show that even in a small town where everyone knows everyone, traditions are powerful enough to turn those people against each other. It would be less surprising in a big city with 1 million people where you barely know anyone to kill one random person every year. The fact that this tradition is being kept alive in a small town where everyone is friendly with each other makes it 100 times worse, and highlights the power of tradition. Throughout the story, we have a little hint of people's family members being killed in past lotteries, while the children of those families continue to participate. There's one boy drawing for his mother and himself, and you can take a wild guess where his father is. It's like they're in a cult, but it's just a tradition that they're following. Every other day of the year, it's a regular town of people, but when lottery day comes, they become something else. They're even handing stones to Tessie's little son at the end so he can stone his own mother to death. Like, the child doesn't even understand what's happening. But if you indoctrinate a child this young, then of course it'll seem normal to them when they grow up. Like, yeah, doesn't everyone stone their parents to death? I thought that was just a normal thing to do. We also get a hint of what the original purpose of the lottery was when Old Man Warner mentions the old saying, "Lottery in June, corn be heavy soon." So this was originally some kind of ritual sacrifice done to improve the harvest. Even though that's a very questionable idea, at least there was a utilitarian purpose to it, a sacrifice for the greater good. But the people doing it now don't see it like that because they don't even know what the point was supposed to be. All they know is that when they were children, they too were handed stones to throw at the lottery winners. Maybe some people found Tessie annoying and didn't mind killing her, but little Davy, her small child, also had to draw in this lottery. There isn't even an age limit. These people were perfectly willing to throw stones at a small child. They don't care. They just follow the tradition. Old Man Warner holds on tightly to the tradition. He wants to keep everything the way it is. Other towns are getting rid of the lottery because they've realized it's pretty stupid, but he wants to keep the tradition alive and thinks that kids these days don't respect tradition enough and they're all going to be ruined for it. His strongest defense of the lottery is that there's always been a lottery, but that's not true, sir. There hasn't always been a lottery. All of our traditions are just something that someone decided to do at some point. Maybe they were useful in the past, Maybe they're still useful now, but traditions are not some infallible law of the universe. They were made by people just like you. Many of our traditions are good and valuable and sacred and should be continued, but we should also be willing to question traditions when they no longer seem to be serving a useful purpose. Mr. Summers wants to run the lottery more efficiently so he can get back to running his coal mines or whatever. At first, it looks like he's trying to change things and question tradition, but really he's just trying to streamline the system, which will entrench it even more. If he lets the black box fall apart, the tradition might actually die out, but instead he keeps trying to improve and fix things and make the process as efficient as possible so it can get done without much effort, which will guarantee that it lasts even longer. If this man could push a button and kill someone automatically every year, he would do that instead. I'm also 1,000,000% sure that this guy rigged the lottery. He knows exactly what the bad slip looks and feels like. There's no chance he's ever going to be selected, so of course he's never going to try to stop the lottery. It doesn't affect him in the slightest. Tessie is complaining at the end about how it's not fair, but she was perfectly fine with everything before her family got chosen. If she had concerns, she could have voiced them before. She was happy to go along with the lottery as long as she didn't win. There's a rule that if your daughters are married, then they count as being part of their husband's family, so they don't have to participate in the second round of drawing. But Tessie tries to get her older daughter to draw too, throwing her own children under the bus to increase her odds of survival. I wonder how people usually respond to winning the lottery. Is Tessie's reaction normal? Her husband Bill seems to have a completely different reaction. When he wins the first round, his response is to be extremely chill and accepting of the situation. Like, yep, looks like I won. And you get the feeling that if he was the final winner, he would just accept it and move on. Like, yeah, it's my turn to die. Bye everyone. I think he's someone who truly believes in the system so much that even if it kills him, he'll be in support of it. It's worth noting that this story has many interpretations and analysis written about it. You can look at it as a commentary on the Red Scare, the death penalty, the military draft, witch trials, and many other things. What I've talked about here barely scratches the surface. That's how you know it's a well-written story. It can be applied in many different situations and contexts. It's a lens into a common pattern found all over human society, past and present. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the story too. See you next time.
Have you ever heard of the Bowls of Joy roller coaster from 1915? Chances are you haven't. This coaster is rarely discussed in enthusiast circles, and documentation of it is incredibly rare. This is a shame, as it's perhaps the most influential and ambitious coaster you've never heard of. Unfortunately, it's also perhaps the most disastrous coaster you've never heard of. Its less than 1 year run at the Panama Pacific International Exhibition was marred by technical issues, delays, and even death. But what was the story behind this nearly forgotten coaster? Let's talk about the tragedy of Bowls of Joy right here on Theme Park Crazy. This video was made possible by Reddit user Y5, who made an incredibly researched post on the coaster a few years ago. I'll link it in the description. Now right off the bat, I know what some of you might be thinking. Doesn't Bowls of Joy sound like a cereal slogan? Well, no it's not. But speaking of cereal, I want to give a quick shout out to this video's sponsor, Magic Spoon. You may already know about Magic Spoon for their fueling high-protein cereals with the tastes and flavors you remember from your childhood. But Magic Spoon has more than that, because they've got some scrumptious treats as well. These come in 4 different flavors: chocolate peanut butter, marshmallow, double chocolate, and blueberry muffin. These bars are just awesome. With 11 to 12 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and 1 to 3 grams of net carbs, you get all the wholesome fuel you need on the go. And my personal favorite, this blueberry muffin flavor. As someone who's watching his sugar intake but loves something sweet, these are perfect. Plus, Magic Spoon now has a new line of protein granola. This granola has 13 to 14 grams of protein and 0 added sugar. It comes in flavors like honey almond, this peanut butter flavor, or I use this mixed berry flavor to make an awesome parfait. And aside from parfaits, you could just use it to snack on. If you're interested in trying out Magic Spoon treats and granola, use my promo code CRAZY or click the link in the description. You'll get $5 off your order. And you can also find Magic Spoon on Amazon or your nearest grocery store. And on top of everything, Magic Spoon offers a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like their product for any reason, they'll refund your money with no questions asked.
Start off spring with a bang and get yourself some Magic Spoon today.
Special thanks to Magic Spoon for sponsoring this video.
Now let's turn the clock back all the way to 1906 in Kansas City, Missouri. That year, Post Office clerk Horace A. Lockwood was watching a relay bicycle race at the city's convention hall. Like modern indoor bicycle races, the track was banked and saucer-shaped. As he watched the bicycles navigate the track at high speeds, Lockwood had a moment of inspiration. As described by the Kansas City Star, thousands of persons came to see the exhibitions. Among them, Mr. Lockwood, who wondered why, if persons were so anxious to see others make these perilous loops, they would be anxious to make them themselves in perfect safety. Lockwood figured the perfect way to allow people to replicate this thrilling experience themselves was with a newfangled amusement ride. On January 24, 1907, Lockwood filed a patent for his new ride concept, a new roller coaster, formerly labeled as a pleasure railway, a more common term for coasters at the time. This patent showed a ride unlike anything seen before. And now, fellow viewers, I present an amazing exclusive animation of the attraction made by the incredible Nicholas Salenk. This animation will use all available details from the finished ride and the patents to bring it to life. So big shout out to Nicholas, and I'll link his pages in the description below as well. This coaster concept consisted of two massive wooden bowls, each featuring a spiral bank track section. The amount of banking alone was just one major innovation. The main idea was simple. Passengers would board a car at the bottom of the first bowl, where a rotating propeller would gradually push them up the spiral track. The modern-day equivalent of this lift would be something like the one on the Volare model by Italian manufacturer Zamperla. Here, the lift mechanism also pushes the vehicles up a spiral section of track. On the other hand, while the vehicles on the Volare's lift maintain a constant speed, the laws of physics would actually cause these vehicles to accelerate as they went uphill. At the start, the car moved in a tight, narrow circle, requiring less speed to maintain motion. But as the spiral extended, the car had to travel a greater distance per revolution. In other words, to complete each loop in the same amount of time, it had to go faster. Since the propeller arm pushing the car provided a constant acceleration, this effect compounded over time. By the time the car reached the top of the bowl, it had accelerated to 30 miles per hour, a tenfold increase from where it started. This arguably made Bowls of Joy the earliest example of a launched roller coaster using mechanical force to build speed. This was decades before Aero Development's electric winch system, or Schwarzkopf's weight drop or flywheel systems. Indeed, this may be the most influential, widely forgotten roller coaster in history. Once riders reached the top, an impressive 30 feet in the air, the car would shoot across a bridge to the second bowl, where it would spiral down, supposedly reaching speeds of 40 miles per hour. It's worth noting that the original patent had several features that wouldn't be carried over into the finished prototype. For one thing, in the patent, a large curved plate is attached to the back of the vehicle for the propeller to make contact with. More notably was the presence of upstop wheels. Although the introduction of upstop wheels is often attributed to Jackrabbit at New York Seabreeze Amusement Park, Lockwood actually thought of the concept first, saying in his patent, quote, "On the inner sides of the vertical arms of the U-bar are rotatively mounted friction rollers disposed below the support, normally out of contact therewith. These rollers prevent the car from leaving the track." The rollers didn't end up on the final attraction, but if they did, Lockwood would have beaten coaster legend John A. Miller to the punch by almost a decade. Over the next few years, Lockwood would work rigorously on his concept. Soon enough, word of his invention began to spread. Lockwood's fellow post office employees, as well as other Kansas City residents, invested financially in the development of this invention. Later on in 1913, Lockwood filed a new patent for a revised version of the concept. The basic concept of two spiraling bowls of track was kept the same. But there were still crucial differences. For one thing, the boom system would now have a double-sided propeller in order to increase capacity. This allowed more cars to be sent up the first bowl at once and 6 cars to operate on the ride at the same time. Additionally, the large plate on the back was replaced with an upstanding bar, which looked much less clunky. Moreover, a shock absorption spring system was added in order to prevent painful collisions. This kept passengers from getting hurt and the vehicles from being damaged. All in all, this new version of the concept promised an improved ride experience and a novel attraction for whatever park invested in it. Confident in his invention, Lockwood began pitching it to amusement park owners. One of those owners was Michael G. Heim, who operated Kansas City's Electric Park. Originally built to promote Heim's family brewery, this bustling amusement park had become a major attraction in the city, attracting 1 million visitors in 1911. For the 1913 season, Heim was looking to go big and add several new attractions to the park's lineup. In the winter of 1912, Heim reportedly had thousands of rides pitched to him. So when Lockwood went up to bat, it seemed like his idea would get lost in the fray. The Kansas City Star said of Lockwood's pitch, quote, "When he offered it to M.G. Heim last winter, Mr. Heim at first yawned warily. As soon as Mr. Lockwood began to explain, he sat up and took notice. Soon enough, it was official. Lockwood had sold one of his newfangled pleasure railways, and its name was Bulls of Joy. He was noted as saying he hoped one would be installed in every major American amusement park." Heim excitedly promoted the attraction alongside other new additions like the new Ben-Hur racing coaster. He was quoted as saying, "In the amusement features, I believe I can say without fear of contradiction that Electric Park is today the most complete amusement park in America. Among the new features are Bulls of Joy, the first in the world and invented by a Kansas City man. At a cost of $15,000, or about $500,000 in today's money, the coaster was built at the park in a matter of months. Notably, much of this money was pulled from the savings of Kansas City postal workers, who wanted to see Lockwood's idea succeed. Meanwhile, Heim had such faith in the coaster that it was given prime real estate, right in the center of the park's grand court. Indeed, the Bulls of Joy was poised to be a spectacle, something that would draw in guests and wow them with its innovative design. But much like Heim's beer company, trouble was brewing as opening day approached. Originally meant to open in the spring of 1913, the ride faced issues right off the bat. Around the time of the park's opening, many of the postal workers who invested in the ride were given a preview of the coaster. As the Star described it, there was too much thrill even for the stockholders. The thing trembled terrifically. As a result, the ride was shut down, and guests on opening day were met with a coaster that was not in operation. Lockwood, as well as park management, immediately got to work on the attraction. Soon enough, it was discovered that the foundation of the propeller system lacked stability. Attempts to fix the system failed, causing officials to order an entirely new, more bulky steel propeller. Meanwhile, the media mocked the perceived failure of the ride, with the Star saying, quote, "Bulls of Joy is the name of the device, but for the postal clerks who put their money into the contrivance, Bulls of Deferred Hope might be more appropriate." Though it did eventually reopen, the ride would continue to have operational issues throughout the rest of the season. Even worse, there would even be 2 reported injuries on the coaster. In May, passenger Richard J. Costello claimed his leg and back were injured when a ride vehicle collided with the car he was sitting in. The second wasn't the ride's fault. In July, a man named John F. Despain stood up on the ride before it ended and fell out, injuring his scalp. Misfortune seemed to follow the ride, as a tragic incident happened right underneath it the same month. One day, a woman poisoned herself while sitting underneath the ride by drinking carbolic acid. She was reportedly the wife of a chauffeur who was driving on the park's racetrack. The couple had separated just days before. This had nothing to do with the ride itself, but it seemed like nothing good was ever associated with it. In spite of the negative press associated with the ride, Lockwood would soon get a chance at redemption. In 1914, it was reported that an all-new version of the ride would open in San Francisco, California. More specifically, the ride would be installed at a World's Fair known as the Panama Pacific International Exhibition. This fair was held to celebrate the completion of the Panama Canal. The fair was also meant to showcase the city's recovery and reconstruction after the devastating 1906 earthquake. The fair featured a number of exhibits, and it would also feature an amusement area known as the Joy Zone.
one of the biggest attractions of the new zone would indeed be the Bowls of Joy. The new ride would be given a grand entrance with two massive trumpet players sitting in bowls of their own. In hindsight, many of the photos of this entrance have a somewhat foreboding look, perhaps an omen of how this ride's run at the fair would be. For the fair, there were actually a few changes made to the attraction compared to the Kansas City version. The machinery in general was made to be much heavier and more sturdy. In addition, the ascending bowl was made to be larger. On the fair's map, you can actually see how much bigger it is compared to the descending bowl. The fair opened to the public on March 2nd, 1915, and along with it, the Bowls of Joy was heavily advertised. There was even a parade float for it. Not much is known about the first few weeks of its operation, but guest reception was apparently favorable. In a letter to the Oakland Tribune, park guest Bertrand Lewis said, "I hope everyone may derive as much pleasure as I did in the whirls of the Bowls of Joy and the thrilling scenic railway." That said, more improvements were soon needed, and a newspaper ad touted new machinery was being added. Aviator Art Smith even praised it as being, quote, "the greatest ride of its kind I ever had." Sadly, the goodwill wouldn't last, and tragedy would strike the ride in mid-April. On April 14th, military veteran Oscar Stewart fell from the ride. He was said to be occupying the ride vehicle by himself and was thrown 15 feet. According to the Santa Cruz Evening News, Stewart attempted to exit the vehicle while it was still in motion and was dragged 10 feet. Stewart received a fractured skull, a broken arm, and various lacerations. Sadly, he would later succumb to his injuries the next day. Despite the accident reportedly being the guest's fault, even more changes were made to the ride, including the removal of an unspecified element known as the kick. Based on what we can infer from old articles, the kick was most likely the exit of the descending bowl. Naturally, having your tightest turn being at the bottom of a speeding descent does give quite a few lateral forces. What we do know is that the changes resulted in the descending bowl being adjusted and enlarged, costing thousands of dollars. The removal of the kick was humorously reported on in the San Francisco Bulletin on June 1st, but another tragedy would strike the very next day. On June 2nd, Ernest M. Purcell of Portland, Oregon also fell from the ride. In this case, he died instantly when he was crushed and dragged by a ride vehicle. This likely meant he fell out during one of the spirals and was killed by another vehicle passing by. After this second death, the ride was closed down. Officials ordered new safety devices to be added before it could reopen. The Oakland Tribune suggested that the ride should be shut down, saying, "Why it should not be closed altogether is something for exposition officials to explain." Meanwhile, the Sunday Oregonian also named the ride the Bowels of Death. Eventually, the ride would reopen with even more changes made to it. According to the Oakland Inquirer, quote, "The Bowls of Joy concession on this zone has now been made foolproof by the erection of steel and wire guards to the cars, preventing persons from thrusting out their arms or falling out when standing." The article also described how management believed that nobody could get hurt even if they tried to stand up. It went on to say that the ride was opened and doing, quote, "a rush of business." Despite these changes though, it wouldn't be long before yet another incident occurred, though thankfully this one was much less serious. According to the July 1st edition of the Capital Journal, Oregon State Treasurer Thomas B. Kay stuck his arm outside of the vehicle while the ride was in motion. This caused it to get entangled in the machinery, most likely the lift system, and stop the whole ride. This sounds terrifying, but the injuries were said to be not too serious, with just a scrape on his arm. Despite the incidents mostly being caused by passenger error, the ride developed a reputation for being dangerous, though it did still draw interest. An example of how this perception caught on was in a short story published in the San Francisco Bulletin. In it, a student plays hooky and ends up running into his parents at the fair. After talking his way out of getting punished, he remarks, "I went in the Bowls of Joy, mother, and it ain't dangerous." Not much was heard of the ride since then, and it did end up closing with the fair on December 4th, 1915. In the end, the coaster's run at the fair was largely considered to be a failure. Despite earlier reports of doing good business, the coaster was said to make only around $29,000, and was one of the lowest grossing concessions there. This was most likely due to its excessive downtime and multiple modifications. According to Y5, given the 25% concession fee and additional exposition bonus of $5,250, Long downtime, modification costs, and lawsuits, it's very unlikely it broke even. At the end of the fair, the ride was far from the rousing success Lockwood hoped it would be. Worst of all, he would die just weeks after the ride's closure, succumbing to blood poisoning after picking a mark on his face. Though another source says the sepsis was caused from a cut on his face being infected by ink. Lockwood, who was not married, left his $3,000 estate to his mother, worth about $87,000 in today's money. Meanwhile, his 4 brothers and sisters were left with just $1 each. Lockwood's untimely death at just 37 years old meant he never got a chance to refine his ideas or see his innovations influence the amusement industry. Since then, Bowls of Joy has practically faded into obscurity due to its sporadic operations, the lack of access to cameras, and the short lifespan. Not many remember or are even aware of this ride's existence. That said, it was undoubtedly ahead of its time. The coaster pioneered features that would later become industry standards. An arguable launch system, heavy track banking, and even the early concept for up-stop wheels in the original patent. Lockwood's dream of a revolutionary amusement ride was bold and ambitious, but ultimately, it was doomed by mechanical flaws, poor financial returns, and tragic incidents. Still, you have to give him credit for some truly astounding innovations. It may not be the most discussed historic coaster of all time, but it certainly deserves to be one of them. Now it's time for the comment shoutout program. This is where I take 5 random comments from my previous video and read them out. These comments come from my video on the old Snow White's Adventures dark ride. Jess Skelly says, tearing down Snow White's Adventures was a massive loss. It was the best dark ride of all time. I was 5 when I experienced it just 2 years before they revamped, and a couple times after. My wish would be to have Magic Kingdom exactly the way Walt made it. I really thank you for this video. Well, you're very welcome, Skelly. Mistia91 says, now let's talk about Universal's scariest dark ride, the Cat in the Hat. Coraline15 says, I was on the Frozen ride when I went to Florida with my cousin, and I'm so glad we did it because it was an extreme relief to get out of the Florida heat. JF Gibson 73 says, so any chance you can share that garlic bread recipe? Maybe. And Skipatronic says, the Disney World one unlocked a core memory. If you want to see your words in my next video, leave a comment down below and it may be selected. Please note,
Synchro Hide and Seek. One person seeks and the other 3 disguise themselves as Pokemon. You can try to blend in with your surroundings or do whatever this is.
Like from the movie.
You know, I realized I didn't even do like an intro for introducing everyone for the last one. So you know what? We're not gonna start now. There are people here. Look at them.
You could do something creative, just find pictures or lost footage, lost media.
Go like all the way back, scroll through all your socials and just find the weirdest.
Just a picture of me from 2011.
Yeah.
Like,
horrifying thought.
Obviously, I'm gonna go along with the bit. So here are today's players. Matt, aka Absol Blogs Pokemon. He's been hiding and seeking since the very beginning, and his hiding spots are pretty legendary. Sam, aka Legend Link, and Reese, aka Ronk475, are both brand new to hide and seek, but I'm sure they'll do great and no one will have technical difficulties at all. And then there's me. I don't know what pictures to put here, so explosion! Explosion! Pictures. That is all. Let's hide and seek.
Matt, your eyes and eyebrows are very pretty.
thank you. They're Baja Blast colored.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Sam has eclipsed you.
Hey, how do I look?
Look at my eyeballs.
The seeker has to set a timer for 2 minutes for hiding and 10 minutes for seeking.
Cool.
The Pokemon.
Yeah, the evolved form of Goldeen.
Yeah.
He just really likes time.
Start your engines.
Yeah, buddy, you're the only one with an engine.
Well,
Okay.
carry on Morgan's legacy.
Yeah. All right,
We need a Violet player.
2, 1, hide.
Let's go.
Catherine got a head start. She's disqualified.
It's her video. She gets it.
No. I refuse.
What did you say to me?
No, nothing.
Oh, no.
I just said I was having a really good time. I know we just started, but
Hey, Alex, I think a spot just opened up.
no, that's not true.
All right, 1 minute has passed.
What? Since when did time pass so quickly?
Yeah, it's been like 10 seconds, dude. Restart.
Okay, give me one. I don't know how to work this thing.
Dude, my Pokemon is so short. It's not like, okay, but it's not too short. I didn't pull a Toast and pull out heckin' Fungus and Gimme Ghoul.
Wait, I can't throw out my Pokemon anymore? What the heck?
What?
Oh, you have to reposition yourself.
I am.
What?
I'm so confused.
Did your synchro privileges get revoked?
They took them away for what I said. I can't. Dude, what am I supposed to do? All right, guys, I have to hide without a Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess I'm just looking for wrong.
It's a shame my hair is red. Otherwise, I might have had a chance.
Look for the Tim Hortons.
Did you like complete all the stuff to get the synchro machine?
I have it, and I was using it, and then I can't anymore.
What?
I just can't throw out my Pokemon. I can't even throw it out. I'm just like walking.
The hiding timer just ended. Do we wanna add some extra time for?
You know what?
Reese?
I think we do this. I think we just keep going.
All right. Well, timer started. I'm
I
looking
hate
for
to
you.
do that to you, but like.
No. It's all good, guys. It's all good. I have not a single chance of winning. That's fine though.
Ron's trainer is now a target.
Yeah. No. He's just run. I just like
No
see
looking
him
at the
running
map.
across.
No looking at the
field.
map.
The most dangerous game.
Well.
Hey, oh, guys, I got found.
I just looked over in the corner and I just see this red oh hi Deerling. Deerling just dropped from the sky.
Now and of course now I can synchro.
Oh guys, look, I found his Pokemon, I think.
No.
Well, this is going really well.
No, it's okay. I wanted to.
Okay,
I really
can
wanted
you
to
hear me now?
seek. That's all.
All right, let's find the other two.
All right.
That's beautiful.
What a
You
great
mean
way
to tell
s-
me that I've been...
I'm on
my
a
mic hasn't been
journey.
working this whole time.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
I'm on something.
I'm taking swimming lessons.
Oh. From whom?
I don't need those.
Great use of whom.
Oh, okay.
By the way. Very good.
I think.
That's why Ricardo didn't answer me
I
before.
killed. My swimming instructor.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm in agony.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
That's not part of the lesson.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I was just learning doggy paddling.
You did the wrong kind of paddling.
I did the wrong one.
Is that? Hold up. I'm like looking at this
Bro,
lantern.
no,
it
I
looks
was
a little...
like, I was
Oh,
like
yeah, my
reading
bad,
you
that's
and
me.
everything.
Counter it. Hold up.
Wait, lantern?
No, it's normal.
Lantern's not in the coastal
Because
biome.
my stupid
yeah, it is.
Streamlabs didn't
Yeah.
have my mic
I just encountered
linked
one.
up. I
It's
was,
a strong spell.
Okay.
I was just like,
okay.
hey, how you
Oh.
doing? And then he
'Cause I was
didn't
about to say,
respond,
did
so I'm
you
like,
go
oh,
to the
okay, I guess I'll
cannon
die.
Well, how would I have found Reese then?
I don't know. Also went there.
Listen, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know where I was.
Fair enough.
I know where I am.
I know where I'm at too.
Fantastic.
Well, good for you.
April.
Can you share that?
Main spawn.
I'm swimming.
What are your coordinates?
I need latitude and
longitude,
longitude.
Put
please.
this back to
Yeah.
where was
Zero,
before?
zero.
No,
Hmm.
no.
All right. Oh, we're under 5 minutes.
I am a swimming legend.
Here we go.
Oh.
I'm not a legendary. I'm not a legendary, just to
Oh.
clarify.
Oh, okay, okay.
I am just a swimming legend.
Exit this.
Somehow that became more confusing.
Actually,
What do you
put this
mean?
up here.
I don't know.
Don't take it too literally,
brain's
except for the first
Yeah, I
half.
guess, huh?
I'm swimming.
Well, we knew
Hold
that.
up, I'm
much.
trying to full
And I'm a
screen my
swimming
live.
legend.
How do I do this?
I just really don't need to swim. There's no need for that.
I have never seen just a Doug trio out in the wild. It's got hair.
Okay,
It's got
I can
hair.
actually see the
So do
text
I.
chat now.
No way.
Ah, son of a gun.
Hi.
I'll give another hint. Hi.
Oh.
I'm drawing a commission.
That was
that I
actually
have.
really good. Just stumbling upon just
Nice.
that.
What am I? What?
It was Matt. I found him.
What
Oh,
is
it's
I've
my
been muted
character
for
or
like
my
an hour.
Pokemon?
This is so cringe.
Pokemon.
Ugh.
What Pokemon?
What?
Oh, now I'm being gaslit. I hate this.
No, but what is it?
Oh, it was a Mimikyu.
No, I don't see anyone right now. I'm not BBQ.
What?
What?
Oh wait.
I'm standing somewhere really up
Wait.
high.
I think my Mimikyu is stuck out, and I can't recall it because that button's just not working.
No. So
you
I
found
still
Reese.
found
Let's
Reese
go.
somehow.
Oh my god, this is...
No, because I was so confused because like I couldn't encounter it. I'm like, Mimikyu doesn't spawn here. That's actually
Oh, I found
really
someone.
funny.
There's a walking wake here. Unless this is just a wild walking wake, in which case...
Yeah, that's me.
You're
That's
telling me
me.
there's a
Yeah.
swimming legend?
I didn't need to swim anymore. I could just walk on the water.
Oh, there, I see a person. I don't see a person. One of those was a lie. I will not say. Look at that frame rate. Look at that. I can stay away from me. Stay away. I'm trying to swim.
What?
I'll take your word for it. Only because it's gonna hurt
Oh my lord.
ego
I accidentally
otherwise.
killed my swimming instructor.
Who
I
was
didn't mean
teaching you?
to. It was Cedra.
I have to go. Can't believe you would hurt my child.
No. That's one round done, 3 to go. Also, shameless plug, if you're enjoying this so far, consider liking, subscribing, all that jazz. And let's move on to the next round.
Alright, let us know
Alright.
when you're ready for us to go.
Everyone ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I gotta put this video.
There they go.
All right. Welcome to the coastal biome. Time to hide.
I was gonna say, Matt, you're on the wrong way, buddy.
Wait, climbing up the mountain? I mean, nothing?
Oh,
No. Wait.
I'm gonna take some selfies for my profile picture.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't remember how to take the phone out.
Oh, why is the camera weird on this? Okay.
There we go.
It's not that one.
I've never gone into synchro mode with this Pokemon.
It was not letting me go into synchro mode for a second. I was so scared. Like, no.
You're so
please.
mean.
Wait.
We can't have this problem again, please. We just escaped. Oh, that guy was cool and he swims.
So do I. I mean,
What?
what? Huh? What's it?
All right, by the way, you've got 40 seconds left.
I'm covered in snow.
Yeah, you do that sometimes.
I'm blue. I mean,
No, I'm blue.
Slash it. Oh, I thought, bro.
Oh, where'd you come from?
My eyes are
I
so
will
messed
never be
up.
found.
All right.
I thought you
have
just
like I'm
keyboard
genuinely
smashed
nervous. I'm worried.
I wish you the best of luck because my hiding spot is really good.
Okay.
Mine's okay.
I'm covered in snow.
Good for
Your
you,
phone
man.
fell.
You know what? Proud of you.
I'm beginning my ascent
Oh, he's flying.
Okay.
or descent. I always mix those up.
What? I mean,
No, you can't just say that.
Hold on. I'm seeing this Pokemon in a new light right now.
I'm really good at hiding. You know, I've got the perfect Pokemon. I've planned
We're
this
good.
out for months. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm gaming. You're never gonna find me.
Gotta post these to socials. I'm talking to the NPCs.
I'm covered in snow.
No way. I've never heard that one before.
Hey yo. Oh wait, no, that's that. Okay.
What if
that's
he's not covered in snow?
Then
Yeah,
he's
what if
lying
he's
to
lying?
us.
What if
and
he's a
I'm
liar?
so hurt right now.
Well, anything you have to say?
I have one
covered in snow.
more confirmed one after this.
I
Like
knew it.
they paid
Naturally.
already.
Keep encountering
And then
Pokemon,
I
it's taking
have
time off
one
my-
that's
this is
lined up
precious seeking
at the end
time.
of the month.
Yeah. I can't stop thinking about the Pokemon now.
That's a
It's just a
character
fish.
design to do.
It's just a fish.
Just a
They're
fish.
seeking.
I like its cry. It's like.
So grateful for.
I like that Discord cut out half of
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You'll have to wait for the recording to hear that one. I like its cry. It's like.
Or just use the Discord one and then just edit Seeking's cry so it also has half of it cut out.
Has anyone seen Reese yet?
I don't know.
I
Who
haven't
knows
seen
what?
that one yet.
It's okay,
I've
I'm
seen all
covered.
this snow that I'm covered in.
It's okay.
Yeah?
I was giving you guys another 3-minute head start.
What the heck? I'm just. What do you mean you're covered in snow?
It's
feel like
the
it's
kind of
pretty
vibe I'm giving off
straightforward.
right now, you know?
What vibe he's giving off.
Alright. I just don't think that's a thing that you can do in the game. I don't think you can be covered in snow.
I mean, it looks like I am all the time.
This is like a who's that Pokemon? I think this is a Snover. Am I correct
Probably.
in assuming?
No, incorrect. I'm covered in snow.
I do not understand. I don't think I'm meant to understand. I think it's just something that I'll never be able to comprehend. It's just how it's gonna be.
Oh,
What?
This is very pretty. Who's this?
What you guys up to?
No, don't stop. Come back.
Okay, that's not me.
You're supposed to help
What are
me.
you talking about?
I feel like, what's his name? Iwizine? Magazine?
What?
Magazine, yeah, that's the guy from Crystal. Yeah. No, it's me.
All right.
Magazine?
Magazine, bro. From Heart Gold.
Magazine from Heart Gold. Yeah.
Yeah, he really likes Entei magazine.
Yeah. Magazine. Hey, Matt.
Yeah?
Are you covered in snow?
I guess you could say that.
You know what? You don't sound so
Alright.
sure anymore.
I'm covered in snow.
All right.
You sound defeated.
Well, I'm doing a little bit of a ritual right now.
What?
Oh.
It's like cryptic knowledge.
I'm circling the snowy rock as the snow continues to cover my snow-covered body.
You're not a snow Pokemon.
I'm covered in snow.
I know what you are.
Apparently someone didn't, though.
I'm going to find you. I'm not even seeking, I'm going to find you.
I just saw someone.
Did you see me? I think you would know.
I saw a Pokemon get defeated, too.
Oh, well, that was not me.
Wait,
Oh, okay,
hang on.
That was not
And
me.
there was like a weird, like, just hand with, I think just your phone was floating in your hand there. It was really weird.
What? I just have a feeling.
Oh no! I got hit by a Milcery that spawned in.
I was gonna say, where were you? I
Did you get killed?
He's gone.
Oh
I'll
no.
be back. I'll be back.
Nice.
Covered in snow.
There he is. Oh wait, no, that's not you.
Yeah, that's not me.
Where are you?
It's your
What is happening?
Poltergeist. That's not a phone. It looks just like a little tiny object covered in
Oh,
snow.
you're not covered in snow. You're a
It
liar.
gives off that vibe, though. You know, like
What
it
is
looks
it?
like I am. I'm a
It's
shell
a-
gun.
It's a shell gun.
What?
My favorite snow-covered Pokemon.
Yeah.
You lied.
3.5
It's like
minutes.
he's got like a little
I was
blanket of
gonna ask,
snow. It's
like-
like pigs in a blanket, the snack, the
All
food.
right.
But like
all
with
right.
snow, the blanket is snow.
I
You
like
are
this guy. This guy's me.
struggling here.
I'm
I was covered in
blankets.
snow.
Wait, so who all is left?
You.
Just you.
What?
Do you have a hint for us, I suppose?
Do you really need one?
Are you covered in snow?
No way. No way did I just take it. No way did I just take How did you not
Wait.
see me? How did you find me? How did that happen?
Who are you talking to?
I don't know.
Does it have red hair? Oh! Oh my god! Oh, yes, of course.
You flew right by.
Guys,
I
it was
like,
very
"What?"
tough, but I found her.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up. Don't get out of synchro mode. I need
Yeah,
to see
I
this.
won't.
Where
Don't
am I?
worry. Don't worry.
I'd like
It's
to
no
see
problem.
this for myself.
Yeah,
as
you'll
well.
have to look really
know.
closely. Like when you get there, you gotta like squint, you know?
You gotta lock in for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely flew past there, so.
And you didn't see?
Well, okay, so I think I like kind of flew past.
I'm sorry.
I think I was more towards the mountain.
I got snow blindness.
Okay, where's the Pokemon? Where is it? Which one is it? Is it Solosis?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
over here.
Solosis
Yeah,
right
my bad,
here.
my bad.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, O is right.
That.
Oh, this Dugong who's walking up to me. Hey.
Oh my god!
No! Oh, the R.I.P.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh
I think
my
we
god,
just
that
watched
was
someone
horrific.
die.
On to the next round. But first, let's hear a word from today's Blue Vector.
Was that Palkia?
Bitcraft when it comes out.
Okay, let's get back to
Same.
hiding and seeking.
Y'all gotta come down and see me right now. This is crazy. Check
What?
this out. I'm by the
What?
water fountains right below y'all.
Okay, hold on.
I'm a butterfly.
Where?
I see y'all off in the distance. Keep walking underneath the awning. There's like a student standing there. There's the water fountains.
Like, over here?
Yeah, you go, take it right now. Take it right now. And go under the thing.
I'm so excited for
Oh, there's a
Bitcraft.
different. There's a different water. Oh. Oh, actual water fountains, like
Oh!
drinking fountains.
Oh, you're having fun here. Look at that
I'm
little
so
jig.
graceful.
Yeah. You're doing great.
Everybody? Oh.
Good
I
job.
have no idea where anyone is.
Don't worry about it.
Why are we so clumsy when we interact with this thing? Like, are we stupid?
Oh my gosh, look at that move!
It's a crazy move. You're like a butterfly.
Oh, she's hitting
Sorry,
the
I have
gritty.
no idea if that
No, my guys.
So stupid. It's so dumb.
This is the mosh pit right here.
This is insane. Anyways, so the
Real.
next, what was it? It was the canyon biome,
Oh yeah, we're playing hide and seek.
and it was Lawrence, Kansas. Oh,
Huge.
hold on.
Giant lizard drowns in water fountain. It teleported me.
Yep, it teleported
Evan,
me. It killed me.
explain.
All right, so I'm seeking now. Are y'all ready?
I'm ready.
I believe so.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh god.
And off they go. Brave dreamers, looking to hide from me. I don't know what kind of accent this is.
It's new.
Yeah.
It's new, special.
Me and this funky little freak are gonna dance until y'all get hidden.
That's crazy. That's crazy. dude.
Sentence ever.
That's crazy. Man.
I'm trying to distract y'all.
It's okay though.
Clip it right now.
My funky little freak isn't even dancing.
What? Oh, he just doesn't care.
Me when the funky little freak doesn't dance.
55 seconds.
Oh,
You'll
Can I make it
never
in time?
find me. You will never find me.
you'll probably find me.
My funky little freak fell asleep.
Dude, me too.
Yo, I might be a funky little freak.
Sorry, Ricardo, Evan's not explaining.
30 seconds. 28, 27, 26.
It's a co-op
25.
game.
I'm ready. I'm locked in.
All right,
Oh,
y'all
he
covered in
explained.
snow.
Never mind.
No.
No.
Y'all covered in no.
That is
Never
correct.
mind. He did not
4,
explain.
3, 2, 1. I'm looking for ya. I'm on the hunt. I'm putting away the glow sticks. Come on, funky little freak. We're going to the canyon biome. No one
You know
is
what?
safe.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
we're supposed
pretty
to
accurate.
Canyon?
Wish listed on Steam
Yeah.
today.
Oh no.
This is not a sponsored stream.
I lurk in the shadows.
Are you tee-hee-hee lurking in the shadows, or?
No, I am.
I am? That's like the brand of dog food. I am.
Oh yeah.
Don't feed your dog that.
We've never bought it for any dogs. I mean, we've never bought it in general. Like, I don't know what else we would buy it for.
Matt Lord.
He couldn't resist just one taste. He had to know what it tasted like.
I had to try those crunchy little morsels, you know?
Hey, I mean, I won't lie. I tried to beg and strip once. They smell
And?
like bacon.
They
taste
smell
awful.
pretty good.
Listen,
What?
I endorse it.
Worst
I
little
endorse
nibble of
them.
a treat I've ever had.
The worst little treat.
Wait, am I a
I've
scam
heard
or are
good
they
things about
scamming?
milk bones is in they don't like make you sick.
Is that the bare minimum?
Yeah, I mean, they're what, basically like grain.
All right,
that,
that's
like,
fair, that's fair.
There's like nothing else to them.
I think there genuinely is a
flour.
law that
Should,
all pet food has to be like edible by humans. Like human consumption has to be approved.
I feel like that makes
We can
sense.
test that.
Because of people like you, Sam.
Instantly got distracted by the video.
No, hold up.
Whoops.
I do it one time.
Can
I
a
can go
guy
full
just eat
Flintstones
dog
run
food when he
mode.
feels like it? I thought this was America.
Can't the guy just win some hide and seek and actually find stuff?
Well, I'll give you a hint. You passed
All right.
me.
You stay quiet then.
Good luck. It will not
Wish list
help
them
you.
on Steam
I'll
though.
give you a hint too. You passed Catherine.
Oh man.
I know you lurk in the shadows. Funky little freak meetup.
What?
Hold on.
I didn't realize just how big of a size difference there is between the two. Holy.
Yeah, like one's a funky little freak and the other one's more like a funky big freak if you
I
really
want to
think
play
about
Rico
it.
so bad. I have to finish this
Little
mission.
What are you? What?
It's so
If
hard.
it was a Sandy Shocks, I guess I can disclose that.
Okay.
Oh, I see Ronk
Ain't no way.
and a Golurk chilling.
But are they chilling together?
They're kind of chilling together. The Golurk is just standing and staring.
But like, Golurk, is it real?
Is he? Yeah, he's real. I think.
Is he a fraud?
Yeah, that's a real Golurk. That's certified. Oh, that Reggie Rock is not real though. That's
Dude, you were right in front of me. I was like, no.
That's so funny. The fact that you just walked right by.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I saw a rock and I saw a Reggie Ronk, and like, you know, I got the mixed up. All right, so I've passed Catherine.
Which will not help you, by the way.
Yeah.
You've also passed me, if that helps.
I guess it helps me to not like go new places at least.
I think the thing is, I would give you more details on like when you passed me, but then you would know.
Are you a Magneton? Magneton helps.
It sure does.
I feel like.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi. That's a crazy idea, honestly.
I was like, you know what? What if I just do nothing?
That's a crazy idea.
What if when we're all launching, when we're all flying off into the distance, I just drop and just go
like
here.
that immediate little area?
Yeah, I'm
And
like
the
right by
pine
the
cone was
entrance.
at her feet. She didn't even move.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I guess I have to help out.
We have a minute and 48.
Okay, I believe.
No, I can't say that I don't. That would be mean.
We don't have room on this team for quitters, Catherine.
I'm not quitting. I'm just being realistic.
I'm locking in.
Okay,
Past Reese.
Yeah.
Have to lock the layer.
Any hints?
They call me the blinding one.
What?
Ooh, Necrozma.
But
You telling me there's a Necrozma hiding somewhere on this map?
I am higher up on the map. I will give you that.
Oh, I don't know where you are though.
I'm climbing altitude at an alarming rate.
Me too.
I'm looking
I wish
around.
it could be at an even more alarming rate.
There it is.
What?
It's Pride Rock, like, but bigger.
I went to the wrong
Prouder
one.
Rock.
I know where you are.
Proudest Rock.
I know where you live.
Oh.
Man, the render distance really does favors in this game.
Yeah.
I had to get like within.
Long live the king.
Oh my god, he's floating. He's floating away.
That's
Oh, I landed on.
I'm
Okay.
just out of distance of it, so I couldn't.
Okay,
Like,
bye.
I saw you run away,
Go.
and then you disappeared.
If you go, like,
She said she's
go
gonna
over
send me a
towards
video
the
and then I'm gonna
battlefield
cry.
there.
Yeah.
Because I found something out, like, just like
Hello.
sit on the battlefield. Because I found something out about this Pokemon
You hear Mama?
while I was
No.
watching you guys
No, Shelly,
earlier.
Come here.
The render distance
Come
goes
here, Bubba.
crazy.
Matt's got his phone out.
Come here.
Oh,
I'm not getting up.
jump scared me.
It just drops down. It is not like
It's horrifying.
Drops like a
slow at
rock.
all. It just
I missed that entirely. Giant space cat.
Okay. Okay.
3. You spinning around. 2, 1, go.
I'm just gonna walk.
Just gonna walk.
That's crazy.
She sent
2
me a
minute
video.
walk.
All right, buddy.
usually stroll.
I can respect that.
You do you.
In the meantime, I'm gonna spin.
Bubba, come here. Come here.
Sometimes that's all you want to do.
Come here, baby.
You know when you take the one Joy-Con and just hold it with both hands so you can spin at Mach speed?
Ugh.
Of course.
As you are wont to do.
It's not a want, it's a need.
Oh.
As is your God-given right.
Oh wait, I should not be streaming.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
well, good news for you. I don't have that open. I have the timer on my other monitor. You got 40 seconds. That means that I spent 1 minute and 20 seconds spinning. I think if I did that in real life, I would probably be deceased.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys.
What?
I'm so sorry.
What?
That's nothing.
I
I just wanted to say
Pardon?
thank you for Catherine. Thanks for inviting me. I just want to say I'm having a really great time with you guys.
Did the Mimikyu thing happen again?
Nope.
No?
Everything's
Are
fine.
you sure?
Everything's fine, and I just wanted to tell you I'm having a great time.
Okay.
And I just, I don't want anyone to get mad at me later, that's all.
I'm so happy.
What?
Something of a puppy in my lap.
Well, anyways, 10 minutes on the clock.
Covered in snow.
I'm on my way.
I'm getting a good workout in right now. This is awesome. Treadmill. Who needs a treadmill when you got spoiler?
Iron treads.
This guy's on the treadmill.
Do you think that he actually kept walking?
No, I did not keep walking. If I keep going, maybe I'll make it the whole way through.
Through where?
Through the geometry.
Is someone gonna be at Pride Rock? I feel like it's just a thing that happens. Don't take it, giggle.
I'm working out.
Well, there is someone right by. I knew someone would be at the Rock, but like this doesn't. You could be anything. You could be heckin' Latios. I don't even know, man.
I'm really thinking outside the box right now with the Pokemon that I picked for this. Like, no one's ever done this before.
Is there just a tiny guy here? Was it there before? I don't think it was. Okay. I need to leave this rock alone and ignore the fact that I found your character. Dude, okay, has anyone seen me? I don't think I'm gonna find anyone.
You've been in my vicinity, but I haven't seen you.
What?
I have not
Oh
seen
my goodness, gravy. Ugh.
I don't think I've seen you. I know
Unless
where my
you were
body
near
is.
the entrance.
No, you described being near a place.
Oh. You're all at the Rock. Why? Why? Why?
I just thought it was a good idea.
So how many of you are at the Rock?
My body's at the Rock.
I'm at a rock.
I'm rocking. This rock might be classified as a bridge.
That rock that I am like at right now, this rock right here, that is a rock where there's a person, you think?
Could be.
And you're there?
I might be.
Why?
That's a really good question. I don't know.
Guys, I think I'm
Trying to get a
just
good
not.
workout.
What do you mean?
If you saw me, you'd see how I'm working those legs.
But why have I not found you if you said you Bridge Rock?
I'm hidden. I guess.
Bush?
It's like the dark side of the moon.
Foliage?
There is no foliage near me. There's only rock.
What? But the
I mean, I see foliage down below.
You're on the rock?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Maybe.
What?
It might not be the rock, but it's pretty.
What?
It's somewhat close.
What am I looking at? What just happened?
I'm working out.
What is going? What? How? What?
I'm working out.
What are you?
Do you see me?
Pokemon.
How? What happened? What?
If you just start running up against the wall, you start kind of like floating up against it.
No, but you were clipping in.
I was clipping in?
Yeah, it was just like the tail end of the cloud part.
What? No, I didn't
was.
realize that. On my screen, it was just standing there. That's crazy.
It was just a little bit of that, and I was like, what am I looking at?
I really did achieve my goal.
I
of flipping
couldn't
through the
find
geometry.
you.
That's crazy.
You did!
You did it.
Mission
Help
accomplished.
me.
Okay, now I gotta help find everyone else.
Because we have 2 minutes. We have 2.5 minutes. A little
Well,
under.
I saw a Pokemon whenever I was hiding near the rock, actually. A pretty small one.
So Sam, if you had to rate your hiding spot on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what do you think?
At this point, it's starting to creep towards 10.
Oh my gosh.
What did you do? What did you do?
I hid.
I hid.
You hid?
No!
Bye!
I don't.
Yeah, for real. Okay, bye, Ricardo.
Why?
If you all
Why?
could see me, I'm just chilling.
What the?
So you're a fire type.
Yeah. If that's what you want to gather from that.
Listen, there are 50 seconds. Give me your coordinates.
Matt just passed me.
Oh, okay. I think you're in a bush.
I'm not in a bush.
I'm glad that I found someone, and it just so happened to be someone who was clipping through the whole heckin' rock.
I didn't realize that was even happening. I was just working out.
You were working out. Okay, time's up. Overtime. Overtime.
Overtime.
Tell me where you are. Do it.
My next hint is Miho.
Oh, the mud.
The mud.
Oh, there's a teacup.
What? Where?
I found you.
Is it at the rock?
It's close to the rock. This was a really mean spot. Yeah, I watched you, Catherine, walk by just like a couple times.
Yeah, just a couple.
I'm watching you right now.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Where?
Behind you. Come here. Back up the hill.
Are you
Nope.
just not
Turn back.
there for
no,
me?
No, come back. Back up the hill.
But,
Keep coming up the hill.
like,
Keep coming up the hill.
Are you
Coming up
not?
the hill. Keep coming up the hill.
You.
Listen, I had to make up for the round where I literally just was a guy.
We're still looking for one more person.
Yeah.
I'm at the water.
Wait,
Well, I'm not at the water.
You're just
I'll
a
give you that.
Totodile?
I'm not a Totodile.
I need to see if Summer
I'm from the
is
same
able-
generation as Totodile.
if
Okay,
Summer is
guys,
able
Gen
to
2.
I'm glad
play
I
Rico
know.
after this. Oh my gosh,
Whooper.
I'm so Rico deprived.
Whooper.
I can definitely see the water where Miho spawns from here.
Why the heck is?
I have no
Carnival
idea
Spawn?
where
Where
that
are
is.
you? Miho is not gonna help.
Do you want me to just share my screen?
Is it that bad? Is it that bad?
Wait.
Oh, I see Reese.
What?
Oh.
What?
Gizmoridon just like disappeared though. Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh, there's Reese again.
I have
Oh,
5
there's Catherine.
viewers here.
Oh,
Oh my
oh.
god.
I see you guys.
How is everyone feeling
Are
today?
you chilling in the nest right here?
Is this you?
Flying jar?
Yeah, Matt found me.
Where are you?
In the
Hello.
nest.
Where is the nest?
Up on the cliff, looking over.
What?
Oh, there he is.
Hello. No, it's so
about
funny
that
because I
emoji not
watched
even
Catherine.
showing
At
on
one
the-
point, I was
the
like
stream.
moving my camera around, just like looking around. All of a sudden, I see Catherine's shadow go over me, and I'm like, oh no! And I just watch you go all the way to Pride Rock.
Dang it! I yearn for the
You'll
rock.
never catch me.
I'm gonna get him.
Well, yippee!
Good work out there, team.
As per usual, this was an absolute blast. If you enjoyed the shenanigans, you know the drill. Anyways, thank you for watching and stay hydrated.
I bought every item that claims to make you taller or jump higher. What's one thing you wish you could change about me?
Put you in my pocket and keep you around forever.
A short joke?
I wish
Is that
you
because
were.
you don't think I'm tall?
Oh my god, it's every day with this.
Starting with this. There's a little handle down there, you just crank it, and then my head will go this way, my feet will go that way, and I will become taller.
Great.
Ow!
Oh!
Cameron,
Brandon.
keep cranking. Oh my god, Cameron.
I found Cranky Butt. I found Cranky.
Uncrank me? That's terrible. Cameron.
That's now.
Just how much taller I have to breathe more now.
Your lungs got bigger, your lungs not get bigger.
I'm having to push a lot more air through a lot.
Feel taller?
I feel like I'm reaching God.
Hey, reach up there, buddy. He's waiting for you.
I didn't know you were black. Get out of here. We should have measured beforehand, but I think I'm gonna get much taller. So let's measure.
Okay. 36 cents.
These are clothes that have the illusion to make you look taller.
Does it make me look taller like a watermelon?
You look like
What
a
the-
watermelon from the 1950s, because they didn't have color back then. Well, they did, but they weren't allowed to, you know.
Wait a minute, why are you doing this with watermelon specifically?
No one made that joke, Cameron. That was all you. That was your black and white brain.
No.
I didn't do that. These are pads to make you taller, but I put 3 of them, so I'm big now.
I feel those are pointless because, like, you can't use that.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, alright, dude.
Look at this. I can't even stop myself. My feet don't touch the ground.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I will.
Can you take those on a date?
Yes.
On a roller coaster?
Nice to meet you. I'm Brandon.
Yeah, stand up.
We're on a roller coaster. Why would I do that?
Why do you got a steering wheel?
I'm driving this thing. This is the 1950s, bud. I am in control. These are heightening shoes.
Show 'em. Whoa!
Honestly, my neck is higher. I feel better.
Man, you start to suck after a while.
I'm seeing improvements. Doesn't fit you either. They make my toes curl, but not in a sexual way.
No, stop trying to kiss me. That wasn't that at all.
My toes are doing this.
Oh, that's you getting taller. It's just raising you up, curling your butt underneath you.
I'm 5'8" now.
And you're still the little dangy legs, little disembodied twin twiddles.
Yeah, we got it. Everyone has a visual now.
Are these make you taller or jump higher?
These make you taller. I'm sure they make you jump higher because you're up higher.
Well, say that about stilts.
What do you have against stilts?
I don't have anything against stilts. Why are you so aggressive about being tall?
These are also to give the illusion of being taller.
I ask you, what weather would you need a top hat and romper?
I would wear this to a date on a roller coaster, Cameron.
It's kind of giving like Jonah Hill.
Say it.
Fat.
I can take it.
The actor Jonah Hill. It's giving like he has that weird style.
Don't hold back because of me. I'm tall now. I got confidence. Say it.
I think you going right past confidence to stupidity.
You measure you this time. All right, here's something that I'm really confident in. These are like hang by your ankles, let your body do all the work. You know, my body didn't do the work growing up, so I feel taller. How's my inseam?
Seems longer. Dude,
semen's longer.
It's horrifying. Don't need it so tall. Buddy, you don't even need it. Hey, put it down. Put it down, pal. No, there you go. Oh, God!
That doesn't work. I wouldn't try it. These are tall men shoes.
Wait, shoes for tall men or shoes that make men tall?
Shoes
Good
that make
night,
men tall
Evan.
men shoes.
Wow.
I feel like women. I feel like women. I feel like women. I feel like a subset of man.
Yeah.
Women.
Oh, my God!
I'm 6'7".
Oh! Both knees crack.
Want me to open a window?
Sure.
Oh, can't reach. Can't reach.
You're not too tall to reach the window.
Can't reach.
Put your hands by your sides. Look. What? Why?
Guess God doesn't want us to be cool. You look great.
I know.
You look like Jonah Hill before his weight loss.
Why are you cranky? Just tell me.
I just want to be normal.
We are normal.
Yeah, we are, man. We're normal, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're both of us guys.
We're just two normal guys, man. You've always been normal.
So now you're 6'9". Did you put cologne on? They can't smell you.
You can, pal.
Yeah. This is... Oh, hold on. I'll be back. My feet don't touch the floor.
Oh.
Here we go. Here we go. This is completely in Chinese, so I don't know what it's called, but that's it.
What is this for? I'm just trying to be proactive.
Well, you can be proactive by buckling me in and cranking me to normal people height. Being tall hurts.
No, not yet.
Oh, is this growing pains?
No. You look great.
So if I walk in, you think people will notice?
Let me put a jacket on. Oh, this is a nice jacket. It's supposed to make you look taller?
Why you say it like that?
It's supposed to make you look taller.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's an illusion.
Dude, it's doing the exact opposite.
What do you mean?
I'm not joking with you. You look oddly small. You.
I'm shrinking.
Are you shrinking?
Uh-oh.
Buddy.
Which way did you crank me?
I don't know. It's on Chinese.
That's up.
Sorry.
Lefty loosey. How do I look?
Stand up straight?
Yep.
Oh, that's maximum, huh?
Yeah.
Ah!
You want to speed run a couple things?
No, you're getting supplements now?
What? It says kids growth protein.
You're not a kid. Oh, don't puff up on me. And you're using the sun to your advantage. Get out of here. Ah, no, don't do that. Bud, you know what's wrong with this, right?
No.
You missed the window. I know you're
Did
not.
I? Did I, Cameron? These are supposed to hit acupuncture spots on your ear that make you grow taller.
Ah, God, that hurt so much.
Yeah, grow pains. That is a stone. It also tells the gods to make you taller.
Really?
Dead serious.
Which one?
Aphrodite.
Demeter?
I'll take whatever I can get. I don't know which stone this is. I bought it a long time ago, and I can't help but notice I've had this in my possession for months.
Not using it?
I've owned it. What else do I gotta do? I gotta suck it, put in my, rub it in my, shave my...
How many times did you put it in you?
7. It makes me taller every time I try. This is a tribute wrap head and neck. So this is gonna elongate my neck to make me taller.
A tribute to who?
Tall people.
This is almost blackface. How's that feel?
Feels how I look, dog.
Really painful?
All of these are giving me the worst posture.
It's working you backwards pretty hard. Brandon, if you die, the last thing I say to you, you're so bad. Brandon, did you see God? Jasker?
Him, actually.
Him? Aphrodite?
He's a white man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who saw that coming?
This is a cervical traction device.
Cervical?
Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, I'm doing it. Oh, it's a problem now. Okay. Hey, my feet don't touch the floor again. Cameron.
Hey, I'm ordering food.
Yeah, I ordered food. I'm hungry. Oh, I love ranch. I don't think this is on my cervical. Yeah, I know what a souffle is. Yeah, tall people love souffles.
Oh, they have a mile-high chocolate cake.
Oh, I can't wait for you to come back.
Oh, God, bring it.
I just took the best nap of my life. No, first off, first impressions?
Yeah.
How
bad?
Oh my God.
You died, right? For sure?
I died for sure. I saw God. It was a black woman in a shack.
For sure this time.
The book was right.
You can't, dude, stop.
Get in it. And that goes tight around your neck, the breathing one. I'll be the tall guy. You be the short guy who's the funny one. Your phone says the food's here. I'm gonna go get the food. And I'll be right back.
You do that. I'm gonna sit down. Oh, no.
Hey.
Take it, bud.
Good idea. Double up on therapies.
I gotcha.
Yo. Oh no.
Whoa!
Cameron.
Yeah, Bubba's. Hey, man, quick, sit down, yeah? No.
Did I hang myself again?
Yeah, bud, pretty bad.
Maybe I am a boxer.
There you go. Dang, that took nothing at all.
Yeah, these are inconspicuous stilts. That way you can put pants on over them and people will be like,
like
dang.
the 2 kids in a trench coat deal?
Yeah, but it's one kid and just pants.
With rickets.
I'm here for the R-rated movie.
Careful, careful. Oh!
Am I dead?
No, you're tall.
Let me get you something a little more.
Oh, God.
This is an inflatable neck stretcher. Haven't done that yet.
I think you're all set off that, bud.
I'll do this one.
Is it more neck stuff? Please tell me it's not.
No, it's a stretch strap.
Oh!
You're seeing the peak of male excellence, and you're about to see another peak.
The end, Sam.
Oh, what have I done?
I can see my house from here. Oh. It's pulling.
Yours is pulling?
It's pulling all the way from my shoulders.
Here, why don't I take over this and you take over this? Oh, you're losing oxygen? I think all of that stuff kind of made me feel, I feel like I can jump. Let's test it. Because I also bought things that claim to make you jump higher.
Oh, frick.
All right.
We don't need that.
If you can jump on that, that's 20 inches.
Nice. Take what? Start showing me some dang friggin' respect.
Put this on. We're taking this to the basketball court.
This is an Air Ellis jersey?
This is an Air Ellis jersey. Keon Ellis from the Sacramento Kings, the greatest player of all time. These are called kangaroo boots. These are called moon boots. I'll wear these. You can be an Australian marsupial.
Feed me the rock. A-hole. It gets up. Keon! Where did he go when we die? Ooh.
Very disrespectful. Keon, let me sniff the bench.
The what?
You said say something cool.
Yeah, not cool.
All right, I got it. I can be cool. Keon, let me sip your leftover Gatorade.
What, dude? Come on.
Keon, rate my inseam.
Oh! Oh, shit! This is what happens. You get tall. You can dunk now.
Keon, I broke my rim for you. Super sad though, huh?
Yeah, that's like really brutal. Keon, quick! Buy me a new car!
Keon, can we come play at your house? We broke our rim.
Did you ask if we both come over?
Shoot, no. Let me call him back. Keon, he didn't pick up. It's a mirror that makes you look skinnier and taller.
No.
You go on a date. Hey, nice to meet you.
Hey.
Brandon.
Sarah.
Nice to meet you. Oh, no.
No, I can see you right here.
No.
I don't know what you're doing.
Don't look at this. Look, my profile said 6'1". Look over here.
You're looking at me skinny through the mirror. I'm just looking at your body right now.
Taller.
You are not 6'1".
And you are not skinny. Since we can't check if things make us jump higher anymore, I don't know why I'm mad at you when I'm the one who did it. Oh, I bought a high boot.
Oh, that looks sick, actually.
That looks good.
That looks great.
Way taller?
Way taller.
All right, they feel good, but I do still feel like my 15-year-old niece.
Whoa! You're really good at that, man. Take off the Ellis jersey.
I see where this is going.
You got me? Now take off your romper.
Uh-huh.
Pull out your ween. Are you getting hotter by the second, or is it just me?
You sure this is a fit?
Yeah, listen.
I'm just more and more looking homeless.
You look like every NBA player when they're walking down the tunnel.
They walk weird because they're super tall and their legs have rickets.
Get together, man.
I'm homeless and I think I'm an NBA player.
Yes, 100%, yes. And I'm your fairy godmother!
Keon, can we get a new mirror too, please? We need one.
A car.
Yeah, in a car.